Hello, I'm Chris.
I'm Barry. It's Monday. That's right. We're back to our regularly scheduled programs. It's time for headlines. Ooh, what's on the front of the paper today? Our mayor of our wonderful city
Is going to run again.
Yes, that's not a headline. Who cares?
If nobody runs up against them,
I'm going to run against them. Come on.
Well, there you go.
I'm going to run again for mayor of Calgary. I'm going to run for mayor. That's right. I'm going to run. I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know what it entitles.
You go sign up for $100. You put your name on the ballot.
I'm in.
That's it.
I'm in.
All
you have to go campaign and make signs and stuff like that?
Only if you want to.
All right. Well, I got a printer. I can just print signs off and plaster them all over the place, right? What party am I? I'm the...
No, you don't have to be...
I don't even have to? I'm just me.
Just you.
I'm the Barry party. I'm the Make Canada Great Again. I'm kidding.
Start with the Oilers first.
All right, that's right. All right. I'm going to start off with this one. Apparently, they're coming out with a robotic sex doll that talks, that has warm genitalia. Oh, yes. And it's very, I don't know if people have seen it, but there is a real doll. It's called a real doll. It doesn't talk, but it looks real.
Yeah, I know of them.
The next generation blow-up doll. You know, now they
real dolls have been around for...
A talking sex robots with warm genitals will be on sale next year. They'll cost about $15,000. So, yeah, if you want to, have sex with a robot.
If you have $15,000 to spare...
Just think. Now you don't have to put up with her nagging. You just turn her off, put her in a closet. And
the real dolls, though, are only like $6,000, and you can customize them.
Only.
Well, compared to $15,000,
go
so
fund
she
me.
can talk.
We'll buy one and we'll show it to you. No, that would be weird. That would be totally weird.
Because you would be the prop in the middle all the time. We have a little censor strip over her.
But I saw that and I thought I'd laugh. It made me laugh out loud.
2 operas were cancelled in Toronto because of an employee going up to the orchestra pit and putting a white powder in it, which was later to be determined it was
flour,
ash from a dead guy. Okay. It was his mentor, and he wanted his ashes spread over the orchestra pit because he used to be the conductor at the opera house.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know how you guys can get like the vanity plates and stuff like that?
Yep.
And you can have them say almost anything that you want.
Yep.
Yeah, just a little sidebar on this. When you get a vanity plate, please make sure that it's understandable to the people reading it, because I've seen so many that I look at and go,
what does that say? Yeah, sometimes they're interesting to try to decipher, but other ones you're like...
And then if you actually see the person, you go, what does your plate mean? And they tell you, go, I would not have got that at all. You know what I mean? But anyways, that was a sidebar. A guy in Dubai spent $9 million on a license plate for his Rolls Royce.
I'm sorry, did you say $9 million?
$9 million, yeah. He spent $9 million.
Wow, does it talk?
He is a property developer. Oh, you would hope so. You would hope so. You can buy a doll that gives you a blowjob.
Yeah, and talks now.
For $15,000. But the guy spent $9 million on license plate. Number one, I think he has too much money because he's in Dubai. It was during a government auction for a highly coveted number 5 license plate.
I'm assuming that in Dubai 5 is a lucky number.
I guess. I don't know. It didn't say why it is, but it isn't the first. According to CNN, he spent... Whoa, this isn't the first time he spent a lot of money. He spent $6.7 million to obtain a number 9 plate. Wow.
Yeah.
Talk about waste of money.
A doctor has been charged with inseminating women with his own sperm. He's an egg fertility doctor, and he was caught basically dipping his pen in the company ink instead of using somebody else's ink.
Couldn't he just donate himself?
Well, okay, when you go there and you pick your sperm donor, you don't expect to get the doctors.
Oh, is it one of those like elite ones where you go and
Yeah, well, yeah.
like it's we only have sperm donors who have GPAs over 5 or whatever.
Exactly.
Are doctors and lawyers, and which is weird because it doesn't mean you're not a sociopath or anything like that. Fuck.
Well, they want smart, and I understand that.
Your kid could still end up dumb.
Yeah, it might be your genetics.
I have 2 kids with blonde hair, blue eyes. I got brown hair, brown eyes. My wife has.
That's a common trait in our family, though.
I know, but it's
Blonde
weird. You
blue
would look
eyes.
at my kids and go,
"Oh yeah, they don't belong to you."
Are you sure?
She's not doing the mailman.
Yeah, I joke with her all the time. Must be the milkman. Milkman comes twice a day.
And for those of you not old enough to get that reference, milk used to be delivered by hand to your door.
And it came
just
in a
like
bag.
the mail.
Came in a bag.
At one point in time, yeah.
Well,
like the little glass bottles, too. Yeah.
Old school. A woman was playing penny slots in, where was she? Hold on, sorry. In a New York casino. She was playing some penny slots, and she won the jackpot.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. She won the jackpot. The screen told her that she won $43 million. I know. Holy crap. Hey, $43 million on a penny slot. And there's this wonderful picture of her right here. And then the casino said, that was a malfunction, sorry. You didn't win $43 million. Here's a steak dinner for your troubles. So they offered her a steak. Obviously, she's going to court to. They're saying that the computer screen accidentally screwed up, showed the wrong number. The machines that she was playing were only supposed to pay out a maximum of $6,500. So she's going to court to get the maximum $6,500.
Well, yeah, they should have at least given her the maximum amount. And a steak
I think
dinner.
they should give her the $43 million. Your machine screwed up. If I own a business and if I put a flyer out and I go, oh, this is free, and I go, I didn't mean to put that was free, I have to give it to people until I rectify the situation, right? So why doesn't the casino have to?
Well, you can see you're onto the product.
I suppose, but I think that they should.
Well, okay, if the device actually had on there maximum payout $6,500.
Yeah, if there's
that's
we don't know if there's signage and stuff like that, but hey, give her the $6,500 plus steak dinner.
Yes, plus the steak dinner. So we've all had noisy neighbors at one point in time in our lives, and one person actually did something about it and shared it on social media. She took a picture of the note beforehand. The noisy neighbors were noisy during the act of coitus, a lot apparently. So she left a very nicely worded note, and she got a reply.
Ooh.
The next day, there was an apology chocolate bar with "I'm sorry" on it, and a handwritten note saying, "We do apologize for the excessive noise that we have caused.
Nice.
We will attempt to be quiet more often, or at least when we're loud, try to not make it as frequent." So it was an interesting little story because both notes were actually really interesting. It was not like, "Oh, I hate you, you're a bitch, shut up, you."
See, I think that's the problem nowadays is that that's cool. I think that's great. I think if you have a problem with your neighbors, you should go over and knock on their door and be like, "Hey." But I don't think I think that people aren't smart enough to take it as, "Oh, I'm just being loud, I'm sorry." They get offended.
Yes.
If somebody was like, "Hey, you're being loud, having sex," I'd be like, "Ooh, we'll quiet down."
It's like, really? Oh,
I'd be like, "Yeah, I'm giving her the D good."
Okay, I'll be quiet though.
But I'll be quiet. Sorry about that. All right. As you guys know, probably the Chicago Cubs won the World Series this past week here.
Breaking a long
108 years since their last World Championship. Wow, which is a long time. Mm-hmm. There are some teams that don't have any championships, but they haven't been in the league that long. So it's pretty cool. Win a 7-game series, extra innings. They held their rally.
Was it extra innings?
Yeah, they went to the 10th inning. They held their rally on Friday last week, and apparently 5 million people showed up to this thing.
What?
To celebrate this championship.
You're kidding.
It happens all the time. They have parades for all all championships, and you hear about 1 million people, but 5 million people apparently showed up for this. Now this is makes this the 7th largest gathering in human history. So only behind I think there was 2 religious gatherings. There was one in India that had 30 million. One in Iraq had 17. 2 funerals, which had 15 and 10, and then a couple other ones that had 6 and 5 and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's quite a lot of people to celebrate. I also heard that some people, there was one person who died 3 hours after, and he hung on for the Cubs, and it's like, that's pretty cool. There's a story of a person who drank a 34-year-old beer.
I read a story about a daughter who grew up with a father listening to the Cubs on the radio, and
she went to the gravesite or something like that.
No. She listened to Anyways, there's a whole bunch of stories. It's an interesting.
It's cool,
time.
And being a sports fan myself, I get where this is because when I went
5 million people.
Wow. Yeah, the Edmonton Eskimos last year won the Grey Cup. That's the Canadian Football League, CFL, for those people watching us around the world. That's our football league. Check it out. It's cool. It's fun to watch. They won the Grey Cup last year, and the last one we won before that was 10 years, and it felt like 200 years to me. I could only imagine going 108 years. The Chicago Cubs, 40 years ago, I think it was, they were saying, lost 100 games. This year they won 100 games. So to do that is to win 100 games in baseball is
quite something.
Quite something, I think, because there's only 162, so you're winning 2/3 of them, pretty much.
Oh, wow, yeah, that is a lot.
So, and then they actually won the World Series, so it's good. Good on them. Congratulations to them. And that's cool that you guys all came out to support. I think that's cool.
5 million people.
That's a lot of people.
Wow. NASA, the Mars rover, actually found an interesting little egg on Mars. And big Twitterverse explosion about life on Mars. It's like, no, not a real egg. It was actually a molten piece of iron ore and other types of metals just melted together, and it ended up looking kind of egg-shaped.
I think that's so cool that they can put a rover like that on. Man, we can't even. Sometimes when you buy a freaking remote control car, it goes 20 feet away from you, and you lose signal.
Yeah.
They can put something on Mars
and accurately drive the thing around
and not crash it. Some people can't even drive a car that they're sitting in.
Now, mind you, don't forget that NASA, they've had many failures on Mars, and the European Space Agency just recently, they lost their Mars rover.
Of course, but
it's still
really cool.
It is, actually. So it was interesting, and they have pictures. NASA, go to the NASA website and look at their pictures.
Follow the rover on Twitter. I do.
There you go. Follow the rover on Twitter. They have amazing pictures, high quality, just.
We'll put his Twitter handle in the comments below. You can follow it. I follow him on Twitter, and I see the pictures and stuff, and it's cool. It is. It's really cool. It looks like it kind of just looks like a desert. You know what I mean? It just looks like but it's really cool. It's cool to look at. It's cool to see. What would be cool is if they took a picture and bam, an alien just showed up. It was like, whoa. They wouldn't release it. But
no, of course not.
We wouldn't be the ones to see it.
Last but not least, Starbucks has released their holiday cup for the year, and people are mad. That's it. People are mad. It's
what
green.
Else is new?
It's green. It's about community. It has nothing to do with the holidays. So, depending on who you are, it's like...
Gotta be mad at something. Guys, this week, we have 3 more wonderful videos. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about, which is Tuesday, because guess what tomorrow is in the United States?
The presidential election.
We're going to talk about that.
Bloody time.
We're going to have part 1 of 2, probably. Maybe more, who knows, but 2 for sure, because we're going to talk about this week, tomorrow.
And we're going to have our predictions.
We're going to give our predictions.
The week after, we're going to have a chance to actually talk. Because all the stuff should have settled a little bit more.
We're going to be talking about how Hillary's in jail and Donald Trump's still grabbing the pussy. And then on Wednesday, we're going to be talking about
Zootopia and World of Warcraft.
The 2 movies that we decided to watch this week. And then Thursday, we're going to be talking about more entertainment, what we're watching on television.
Yeah.
The famous Coull Discussions series, What Are We Watching? Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, blah, blah. All that stuff. Goodbye.
See ya.